I'm Shea from Shea Companions, and today we have an activity, a food activity, and this is a sea salt chocolate fudge. It is delicious. This is something that anybody of any age can help out with, and any stage of dementia can help out with. There will be some steps where you'll want to help out the person that you're doing this activity with, and partly because we're going to be using the stove. So you can use your own best judgment whether or not the person is able to help out. I'm guessing they might like to sit down and visit with you while you're doing that part on the stove. It's a very simple recipe. You'll need one pan of 9x9 and a piece of aluminum foil, which I have fit in here and tried to make as smooth as possible because it will make it easier when it's time to remove the foil and the fudge later. It makes it cleaner to pull the fudge away from the foil. You will also need 2 cups of chocolate chips. That's one 12-ounce bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You'll need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. You will need some sea salt. About half a teaspoon of sea salt should be enough. 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. And that's it. So we're going to go over to the stove and melt our ingredients together. All right, so you want to turn on your pan to low. You want to be really careful not to burn your chocolate. And pour in your chocolate chips and your sweetened condensed milk. Just those 2 ingredients to start with. And you should keep stirring them. Now, if the person is able to help you, come over here and stand comfortably and stir with you. That's really nice. If not, they can pull up a chair, sit down beside you while you do this part of the activity. Now, some people might not think of cooking as an activity, but it is an activity. It's an activity of daily living. It's something that most people have done their whole lives, and it might be something that they miss. If you're a busy caregiver, you might think, why would anybody miss cooking? It's so much trouble to prepare the food and everything, but for people who don't get to do it, it's something that they like to do. And this is something extra nice because it's sweet, it smells good, it fills the house with the smell of chocolate, and it's just a nice time to sit down quietly and do something together. What I would do at this point is talk to the person. I would ask them, what kind of recipes did you like to make when you had kids at home? Did you ever make chocolate chip cookies? Did you ever make fudge? And I would ask them those kinds of questions, or maybe even go back a little further and ask them, what did your mom like to make? What sweet treats did your mom like to make that you really enjoyed? It's a good chance to stir memories up for them. Even if they don't answer you, it doesn't mean they aren't thinking about it. It doesn't mean that you aren't triggering some memories for them and some thoughts. They may be having some images going on. We never really know what is going on inside anybody else's mind when they have dementia. We don't know, but we still want to try and stimulate their thinking because that is an activity too. You can see the chocolate chips have gotten melted down. It's smooth. Then you want to remove it from the heat. At this point, you can bring this over to where the person is sitting, or if they're here at the stove with you, that's okay too. And you want to add your vanilla, your 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, and your 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can let them do this. You can pre-measure the salt. As you saw, I pre-measured the vanilla, and then you can let them stir it. You have plenty of time to work with this. It stays warm and soft for a long time, so they can take their time stirring. You're always going to hear me saying in these videos how important it is to allow them to help you do the work. If they really cannot help, if they're not capable of doing anything, that's okay. They can watch you. There's something stimulating in that too, but as much as possible, you want to let them help. Plus, as you're stirring it, you can smell it. It smells really good. And then you want to pour it into your pan. You just want to pour the chocolate into the pan. You'll have to help them with this just because the pan is heavy. It's a lot of chocolate. It's heavy. Then let them help you. You can hand them the spatula. You can use a spoon. Just let them help you spread it. Like I said, you have plenty of setup time here. There's no rush, so let them take their time. Let them play with it. It's a nice sensory experience. When you're done with the chocolate, and it's as smooth as you're comfortable with, then let them sprinkle some sea salt on there. This helps to cut the sweetness. Fudge can be pretty intense. Some people like it. I think it's a bit strong. But you want to go ahead and sprinkle some salt on there. Let them do that. And then you put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours or overnight is fine. 2 hours is good to help it set up. After 2 hours, this has become firm. You want to go ahead and remove this from the oven. Look how pretty it is with the salt that we sprinkled on there earlier. You just remove the foil. Set that down. And the person you're working with can help you peel the foil away. You can even turn the whole thing upside down. It's a little soft. Just peel the foil off of there. Yeah. So then turn that back over. That way you made sure you got all of the foil off. And the person you are working with can help you just by using a butter knife. It's very soft. Take their time, cut it into squares. So this would make a really nice treat to take to somebody today. Perhaps there's a doctor's appointment coming up this week. You could take some fudge to them. You could pass this on to the neighbors or for the grandchildren, or you can just enjoy it yourself. I think you'll find it's a really delicious fudge with the sea salt. The recipe is on the link after this. My name's Kim Shea for Shea Companions. Thank you for watching.